Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Hyundai guys. It could be almost any Hyundai you can think of. And if you want to know what are the symptoms of bad wheel bearings, stay with us. We'll explain that today in this video. And we'll explain what you can expect guys. Also, there is a trick about replacing wheel bearings and it could be pretty easy procedure, so we'll explain that as well. Now, before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos for you. If you guys need to buy any parts, tools, wheel bearings for a really good price and quick shipping, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. So with that being said, let's explain what we have specifically here. This is a Hyundai Sonata. This is guys the rear wheel bearing right here. We have it completely removed. Some bigger Hyundais such as Sonata, Santa Fe sometimes will use actually double brakes. Okay, you have the disc brake and the drum brakes. The drum brakes is actually for the parking brake. The disc brake is for the rear brake. So there is a way to replace that bearing without removing the drum brakes, and the video will be on our channel, so please check it out. It will teach you how to do that. So looking at it now guys, this is the wheel bearing. It's a whole assembly. In many cases Hyundai on newer vehicles will use assembly, wheel bearing assembly, hub assembly, that you can just buy and replace instead of getting a pressing the bearing out, pressing it back in, which is in some cases guys, okay, it could be actually quite complicated. Not every person has a press and knows how to use one. So we have to do just buy the bearing hub assembly, okay, replace it, pretty straightforward. Symptoms of bad wheel bearing will be noise, okay. You can develop noise guys. Wheel bearing noise, okay, is a common thing. That's the number one symptom. First, you will start noticing the noise from the rear wheel bearing at higher speeds. Let's say 50 miles an hour. You start notice humming sound, okay. From the rear, it's very likely you have a bad wheel bearing. In some cases it could be even bad tire that causes that, but always inspect. We have a video that explains how to know if a wheel bearing is bad on the channel. Please check it out. Another thing, the more you drive it, okay, that wheel bearing will wear out even more, so which will create more noise, and that humming sound will turn into kind of like a clicking, growling sound. And in some cases, if you remove the brakes, you will be able kind of like to feel it. When you turn the bearing, it will feel like it's cutting a little bit. It's not turning smooth. So that's common as well. Also, in some cases, it can cause failure with the ABS sensors, because that's where the ABS, okay, ABS is reading from. This is the sensor you can see, and if the bearing develops a play, okay, when it wears out, it can damage the sensor as well. So it may interrupt the signal and you may get ABS light as well. Now, another thing, develop a play. At that point, it's super dangerous. It means that you should have replaced the wheel bearing a long time ago. If it develops a play, that can cause vibrations when you drive as well, and that can put, okay, more stress on the tire eventually, and it can wear out the tire unevenly too. So those are some of the most common symptoms that you can expect on rear wheel bearing on Hyundai. Hopefully guys the video will be helpful to any of you needing help with that. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.